I've done a lot of unboxings on this channel, but today we are going to unbox the biggest box yet. This is the Snap Studio, a portable PVC style recording booth that removes unwanted echoes. But the question is, does it really? There's only one way to find out. Let the unboxing begin. After I take the box outside, because obviously the table can't handle that and the studio is gonna be a mess. Quick disclaimer, Snap Studio did send me the booth, but everything I say in this video are my thoughts only. Now there's another reason I want to take this bad boy out into the living room. I want you to hear the difference in soundproofing and sound treatment. Here in the studio, my voice is dry and there's practically no noise coming from outside. Now outside the studio, Snap Studio, the original, the best. Bold claim. Now we can unbox this. Can you hear the crickets outside? Yeah, there we go. Ooh. We got what appears to be the PVC pipes. And so they are, and Snap Studio's founder claims that these are furniture-grade PVC pipes. All that barking. Set these aside. These pipes are actually wider than I thought they'd be. This is my phone and this is the pipe. And we got the moving blankets. These are heavy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, it's Future Dave here. Quick correction, there are only 2 blankets. The sheets with the white lines on them are the roof and the base respectively. Back to the video. We got the multicolor LED. Looks fancy. They even have their own branded box. And it has its own batteries. Even comes with a remote. And I haven't even done anything yet, but check this out. Magic. The remote is already synced with the lights. Oh, I can turn on the other one. Turn them both off. Turn them on at the same time. I hit red, green, blue. This is super convenient. It's also got this color changing mode, which I think is pretty slick. Comes with a micro USB to USB-A cable. Ooh, their own branded tablet/phone mount adapter with its own instruction manual. Okay, maybe not a manual, it's a photo. It's got some kind of a pouch. Ooh, okay, elastic bands, probably important. More PVC pipes. Last but not the least, a fancy, heavy-duty travel bag. This thing weighs a lot. It's very hefty. Doesn't feel like those free guitar bags. I do not think that this bag is an afterthought. It actually feels very high quality, although thin, and it seems to have some light padding. I wouldn't call this shockproof. Wow. But I would say you wouldn't be able to tear this that easily. It's so big, it's almost like you could fit a Christmas tree inside. Or, you know, a portable studio. Oh my goodness, what is this? There is a massive thank you note from the founder, clearly handwritten. Aw, this is so touching. Look at that thank you card. This is an amazing thank you note. And I love that it comes with a manual. All the instructions right there. Assembling the Snap Studio was straightforward. I love how the manual had illustrations and written instructions. It took me about 15 minutes to set it all up because I set the blankets up the wrong way at first, and because I was just taking the whole process in. But now that I know how it all works, it should only take 5 to 10 minutes to assemble and disassemble. I also love how the PVC fittings were cut very neatly. There was no crude excess debris, and there were no sharp corners to handle, which is a huge plus. The only parts I was slightly concerned about were the hook and loop straps. I was a little worried that they'd tear off from the moving blankets, but if you support them by holding another section of the blanket with your free arm, then you should be fine. Now, if we take a look at this phone/tablet holder, I think this is incredible because yeah, it's a phone holder. It can stretch like so. Probably fit a phone. Doesn't fit it by default, but you can actually squeeze these two, and then expand it, and now it can fit a phone or potentially, very likely, even this iPad 10th Gen, which is a full-sized iPad like so. And you can actually expand the base over here. See this over here? You can actually stretch that and stretch that. And what do you know? It's a proper tablet holder. What's super cool is that we know it's custom made for the Snap Studio because it's got this indent over here, which makes it easier to attach to the pipes. Squeeze these, pull it out, and it easily goes back in. You can tighten this section over here and make it easy to turn that holder around. It is a new day, and this is how the Snap Studio looks. All right, let's go inside. And this is how it looks. When you go inside, notice how it is a little dark in here that I'm using my video light, but the moment that I use this little remote here, bam, bam, the lights are on. And here I have my 10-inch iPad 10th Gen mounted onto the tablet mount. Now, I did need to remove the iPad's case because when the case was on, this holder was kind of drooping downwards like so. So you can think of that as kind of a weight limit, but it's handling my bare iPad 10th Gen quite nicely. Now, can you hear the difference in audio quality from when I was outside versus here? This is how I sound inside, and this is how I sound outside with this lavalier microphone. Now, Snap Studio is very clear that the Snap Studio is not meant for soundproofing. It's meant to remove the echoes. You can hear the washing machine outside, but let's go back inside and hear the difference. There is a difference. You can hear that the washing machine became a bit quieter, but again, it is not designed for that. It's really just meant to make your vocals sound dry. Now, is it hot in here? I'd say relative to a living room, yes, but I once did all my recordings in a sealed plywood booth, and I would say that was twice as hot as this one. The moment I opened the door flap, it's just so much cooler. So if I'm recording a voiceover, I would first practice the script outside the booth, then go inside when I'm a bit more ready. Or if I'm confident that I can do the script in a take or two, I would record right here. Okay, I turned off my video light to give you a sense of how bright it actually is inside here. For me, brightness isn't an issue at all. I can actually still bump up the brightness of the LEDs. There we go. That seems to be the maximum brightness. And green, blue, red, and we got that gradient fading effect. And we're back to normal. Okay, I am already sweating, but you have to remember I am in tropic Philippines where it's currently 29 degrees Celsius outside the booth. I do think that if you have AC outside the booth, that is going to help. Okay, I just wanted to show you the ergonomics here. I'm using my lav mic and the other camera. I put the Arturia audio interface on this box over here. Probably not the best way to do it, and the Earthworks Ethos is on this traditional mic stand, which is occupying quite a bit of space here in the Snap Studio. This is likely not ideal. It might be better if you get a mic stand that clips onto one of the PVC pipes. Okay, so for a proper audio demonstration, I'm using a full-sized mic, the Earthworks Ethos condenser microphone. It's being powered by this entry-level but professional audio interface, the Arturia Mini Fuse 2, which is also powering my headphones, and all of these are connected to my iPad 10th Gen, which is recording this entire video. So yes, all of this is being powered by the iPad and recording straight into the iPad. Now, the Earthworks Ethos can sound broadcasty, but it can also sound very voiceover-y, which tends to be clearer. So can you hear all that detail while in this vocal booth? Can you hear this? This sounds very articulate and very professional. I think the Snap Studio is really eliminating that reverb. All right, and now this is how this dynamic microphone setup sounds inside the Snap Studio. How does this sound? And just for comparison, this is how the Earthworks Ethos sounds outside the Snap Studio. And this is how the Earthworks Ethos sounds outside the Snap Studio without the foam pop filter. Okay, so I have switched over to a dynamic microphone, the Mayono PD400X, plugged into my Arturia Mini Fuse, plugged into my iPad 10th Gen, and this is how it sounds outside the Snap Studio. How does it sound? So, would I recommend the Snap Studio? Yes, I would, for a certain type of person. If you're an aspiring or professional vocalist, musician, voice actor, or audiobook narrator, and you're looking for a convenient, high-quality, compact recording booth with value-for-money pricing, then Snap Studio might be for you. However, if you have lots of DIY spirit and you're willing to put in the work, and you're thinking, I don't think that's worth it, I'd rather build my own booth, then the Snap Studio probably isn't for you. Overall, I was pleasantly surprised with the Snap Studio. The founder mentioned that the moving blankets weigh twice as much as regular ones. The PVC fittings are furniture grade, and they all snap together so easily without any tools. And the overall build quality and audio results were beyond what I expected. I wouldn't call the Snap Studio premium, but I'd consider it cost-effective, customized, and convenient. It barely helps with soundproofing or keeping noise out, but it's fantastic for sound treatment and recording professional, dry vocals. I just want to thank these people for making this video possible. Thank you. And if you like this video, make sure to check out this one.